In Fortnite right now, ask yourself the question of what is the best edit to make in the game. I'm going to show you the different types of edits and the most commonly used edits in Fortnite right now. I'm going to walk you through all the different types of edits, explain which ones that pros use the most, and lots of general tips and tricks for certain situations and the right and wrong edit to do in said situation. My name is KenBeans. If you enjoy this content, use code KenBeans in the item shop. I always reply to people in DMs who use my code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the game real quick and I'm going to explain to you the different types of edits, but give you a rating for each one being the least useful and 10 being the most useful ever. I'm rapid firing the number for all these edits because I know that almost everyone in Fortnite knows what type of edits you can do on a wall. I'm not here to teach you how to do each edit in creative. That's going to be boring. I wrote down the list and there's 8 edits that you actually use in fights. The first 3 are going to be these because these are absolute trash. This is the first edit. You will never almost ever use this edit on purpose. What people do is they come here and they hide behind this and then they jump out and shoot, but that move is almost never used on the game. This edit is the next one and it's just these bottom 2 tiles down here. Once again, this is just absolute trash. This is an edit that you just make by accident that just so happens to be in the game. And last but not least, there's this edit, the one that you will once again almost never do on purpose. For starters, this is a 1 out of 10 and these are just straight 0 out of 10s. You never make these on purpose. I don't care what you say. This is the only one that actually has a strat to it. All right, here we go with the interesting one. I got them all lined up in a little showcase. This is the top left hand peek. Making this edit right here will give you an arch that gives the enemy a right hand peek. This is rarely used as a good edit and this is a 2 out of 10 for me. Moving on over to the next one. We got the straight L edit and usually this is used anytime you edit a wall. You come here really close and you'll hug the right hand peek and then reset real quick. This edit for me in real games is a 6 out of 10. It could be used efficiently and properly, but it's really not that optimal. You don't need to use it. You could if you want though. Moving on over to this next one, we got the double top row wall edit. Editing both rows just like this. Using this edit, you have to pair it in conjunction with using a cone. For me, you guys see this edit used a lot in my videos. I'll build, place a cone, hide behind the cone. I'll edit open the whole thing like this. I'll duck behind, wait for them to shoot, come out, shoot, reset. This right here, not that optimal. Pretty good though, and it can be used right. So I give this a 5 out of 10. Next up, we got something that could lead a little bit to a 50-50, and this is the bottom 4 tile edit right here. I give this one a 6 out of 10 compared to this one, which is a 4 out of 10, because this one offers a little bit more protection and is way used with more combos in the game. Solid 6 out of 10. This is used all the time. Next up is another one that sort of is a 50-50, but not if you do it right. It's the top row wall edit. You edit the wall, you crouch underneath, shot, reset. This right here is one of the top tier edits in the game, hands down. Definitely in my book, a 7 out of 10. I use this one all the time. We got another sort of 50-50 edit behind me, but if you learn how to play this correctly, your movement and angles will be so top tier. This is the bottom right hand corner edit, editing these 3 tiles like this. If you're not confirming this edit like this, I'm not sure what you're doing. And almost any time in Fortnite, you should be always editing this top to bottom. This edit is super top tier, and this is how I sneak cones inside people's boxes. This is how I play a really extended angle just to get chip damage shot and I reset. Taking a 50-50 with this edit is extremely powerful. I give this a solid 8 out of 10. You need to know how to master this edit. Next up behind me is the easiest edit in the game to make on a wall, and in fact even against pros it can be super effective, but it has one minor flaw. We got the normal window edit. Solid 9 out of 10 for this edit. What some people struggle to realize about this edit is that if you edit the wall and shoot it really quickly, you can claim it back. Same thing with metal, wood, not so much. But specifically with this edit, you can have someone completely boxed up, coned and everything. If someone made a window edit on me, I'd instantly look to claim it back. Now obviously that goes with a lot of edits, but the window edit, that one will really screw you in games. Last but certainly not least, we got one of the best edits in the game right now. If you learn how to master this edit, you can use it against sweat, pros, your sisters. This in particular is the best move to make in 99% of situations. It's the top right hand corner edit. This right here for me is a 10 out of 10. I use this in almost every single fight all the time. Even if I'm trying to play a really extended angle, I'll confirm it really far away, fade away, and no one will be able to shoot me. Definitely 10 out of 10 for that last one. But the only one I actually left out was just making a normal door edit. I'll give this a 2 out of 10 at that, maybe a 3. This is rarely used in sweaty fights on Fortnite because no one's walking through the door so you can shoot them on the way in, unless they're not that talented. Now look, there's obviously millions upon millions of edits in the game, but I'm going to show you in these examples of combo moves that I use in real fights and show you the correct way to edit things. This way you can directly translate over these edits that I'm about to show you into real games and into your own fights. Here's a really good example of using an edit that causes a 50-50, but if you do it in the right situation, it will completely catch the guy off guard and in fact will not be a 50-50. Pay attention how I started from one box below the guy. I know that he's directly above me and he didn't place a wall next to him yet. I high wall up and start editing this wall, but it doesn't really matter what I do here. As you can see, this guy wasn't even looking at me. Sometimes literally the best edits to make in game is not making any edit at all. Not trying to do anything too fancy except learn the exploit of just running right in with that SMG. You can literally exploit through. This guy was holding the wall as I was getting in. Jumping down on things, running down on a stair. These are all ways of getting into people's walls when they're holding them. So even though I'm trying to make the right edit, and I know you shouldn't be 50-50, you need to learn how to get in people's face. Nowadays, you have to abuse the meta, and this is what it's about. Shotguns aren't really that meta. I'm here to get in your face. That's why I took the advantage to jump right in this guy's wall once he reset it, because I knew it was weak. Tip for that clip is to not get caught up on trying to make the right edit. Just get in. Here's a beautiful example of me getting caught off guard. This would have been the right edit to make if this guy was behind the brick wall after I placed it. 50-50ing and piece controlling people is really good, but I could have been quick dead making the bottom 3 tile edit. Not only did I do it once, but I did it twice because I was going for the clip being fancy, but that doesn't mean it's the most optimal thing to do, especially when you're versing a drone. They just spray you non-stop when you come in their box. We're in duos with my guy Please Bill. Pay attention to the edit that he makes, and in fact, when there's a guy on our wall, he went to the he wrapped around the guy to the left instead of editing on the wall that was directly in front of both of us. That's extremely high IQ by my guy to go around that wall instead of directly attacking it straight on so he doesn't get shot. This not only protects me when he does edits, but it also protects himself. Here's a really good edit combo that I do a ton whenever I have someone in my box. I'm getting really quick with it. I've never seen someone talk about this. I got him in a full box with practically every wall. Once I go to shoot him out, I place the cone, reset the wall in front of me, then turn to the opposite wall, do a top right hand peek and try and go for a shot. That catches people off guard so much. That's a really good edit. Following up on the same guy, one way I give myself an edge in 50-50s is by making the player fall down by editing the right side of the stair. While he's falling down, he's not going to be able to hit a good shot. So yes, editing 50-50s is bad for you, but if you know how to give yourself the advantage or do little things to jump over people's view, maybe screw up their momentum, it can in fact be better than editing from far away and shooting them rather than jumping in right in their face and making them extremely nervous. I can't even begin to explain the amount I practice this edit right here. Throw stairs above someone's head, claim the floor from really far away, and then do the edit, but don't full send into the box until I crack them. Here's a beautiful textbook example of the best edit in the game, which is a top right hand corner edit. I'm weak, I can't take that much damage, and my teammate's down. I have to play super protective. So I confirm the edit, continue to run all the way to the left. Fade away jump shot. That guy won't even have the chance to see me. This move is really used a lot, and when I extend my cones like this, a lot of times I'll catch players with their map out, so making this 4 tile edit is in fact a good one. A top right hand corner edit would be better here. Definitely would give me some protection instead of opening up my whole body. What I really despise about this edit that I made was the fact that I was at such a health disadvantage when I did it. Using this top right hand corner edit was not taking anyone off guard. This was a trash edit that I made in the heat of the moment. There was a lot going on and I made the wrong edit. A window edit or top right hand corner edit would be way better here. Luckily that guy missed his shot and I end up clutching up. This is an example of when I know there's going to be a 50-50 happen. The top roll wall edit here when I'm trying to claim piece control is a really good edit. Have faith in your aim that you're going to smack people in the face and they won't even have a chance to react. This is the awareness I'm talking about. I made the edit on the guy when I realized that he was running away. Even though I'm weak, I opened up an entire edit because I know that this guy is not even looking at me. That's what should be going into your mind when you're thinking about what edit should I make in this situation. To determine whether or not you should 50-50 after making a certain edit, you need to realize what guns you got in your inventory. I got a gray drum shotgun and an AUG. Playing far back is not going to do me anything. I need to get in this guy's face. That's exactly why I set up to play like this and jumped over him as I was going into the box. I didn't just run normally. Here's another sneaky example where I got the wall, did the edit that was 4 tiles and exposed myself completely, but charged right in his face, gave him no time to react. Getting up close and personal instead of making an edit from far away is better because he owns all the pieces in this box. So he's going to keep running away unless I get in his face. Here's an example of me making an absolute dog trash edit. A window edit and playing the angle would have been way better here because you can get one pumped like crazy even after you do all this piece control. Against Sweats, you're going to realize what I'm saying is true. This guy was 20 HP. He was getting pieced up by both of us, but I'm teaching you guys everything I know. So if you like this content, you want to see more, drop us up. Here's a beautiful example of pairing multiple edits back to back on a wall. I do the window edit, get chip damage. Do the top right hand corner edit, but notice how I'm using the cone in conjunction with the wall and crouching to get a really good angle. The last edit was kind of trash, but you see how I was pairing all those edits together? Sometimes when you make 50-50 edits, you don't need to jump right in their face, but if you can do it real quick, you could shoot them and then back out and reset the wall. Just like you see here, I didn't run directly right into him. I backed up so I could reset and get out of his way. If you could be sneaky about it, I realized that this guy was going to try and shoot me as I'm running up. The wall wasn't there yet, so I run to place the wall, and I can do any edit here. It doesn't matter because this guy's gonna try and shoot me, but if I'm quick enough, I won't get shot and I'll get the 200 pump. What I really like about this clip, when people jump over into my box, I try to wait for him to land so he has to readjust and look back up. Usually people try and build in this scenario. If you just wait till they land and then go in with the shot, I kind of timed it just perfectly in this clip. As you can see, he had his map out when he hit the top of this cone. Final example, but if you use it right, just like I was trying to tell you earlier, it can turn you into a literal demigod. Notice how when he's running over into my box, I'm playing deep back. I edit the wall, go cone up and down, play really far away, shoot him and place a wall outside that entire box. That move is going to turn an 8 out of 10 edit to a 10 out of 10. Hope you guys learned something from this video, and let me know if you want me to do this with other builds in the game. I can do this with the stair, the floor, whatever. If you want to check out my 103 tip video for game sense, it's the most useful one on my channel right now. First link in the description, and it's going to be somewhere top right. I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day or a good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces. Peace.